Hey guys, thanks for popping in. If you like what we're doing on the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like this video, and share it with all your friends. And also, don't forget to ring that notification bell. Thanks. Alright guys, thanks for coming back, checking us out. We've kind of been through a extended hiatus. However, we are back with some new topics and some new categories for you. So I just kind of wanted to break down and touch on a few things while I wait for my lovely co-host, the Duchess, to return back to us. I was sitting there reading the other day, and apparently, Phase 4 will be featuring SJW Marvel. Yay! Just what we all wanted. Um, Kevin Feige released on Wednesday, being yesterday, um, that Phase 4 will heavily feature Captain Marvel as kind of the new leader of the Avengers. Now, on the face of it, it doesn't really seem that bad, but if you're someone who has been kind of reading and tracking Marvel comics like myself, like some of the other people within Debate Amongst Friends, you would know that for the past couple of years, Marvel has been pushing this huge initiative to get more minorities face time in their comics, and uh, those who are non-minorities, being the Tony Starks of the world or the Steve Rogers of the world, less face time, and putting them in these very secondary roles. We saw this kind of come to the forefront with Civil War II, where it was a very politically weakened Tony Stark going up against a very politically strong Captain Marvel. And even though her actions were arguably kind of offbeat from the storyline, she was kind of put out, at least in advertising, to seem like the hero of the story. Um, this is a good and a bad thing for a couple of reasons. Um, One, I do feel like comics in general, not just Marvel, but comics in general, kind of needed more diversity amongst their ranks. Um, where I find problem in this is that it didn't come organically. Marvel has been trying to push these Captain Marvel comics for, again, a good handful of years, roughly 3 to 4 years now. And every time that they push out a new series, it dies almost immediately because the sales have just fallen off. But it doesn't stop them from coming back out and putting out another line. Um, Arguably, their most famous new characters are the Jane Foster Thor, due primarily, not necessarily to the stories, but more so to the visuals, um, and Camilla Khan, Miss Marvel. Um, but when you look at the huge roster of characters that they have created to kind of be the new forefront of Marvel, almost all of them minorities, almost all of them are women. And there are very few of, uh, I guess we'll call them the OG characters left to represent their respective brands. And I just kind of wonder if, I know Marvel's had a lot of shakeups in the past couple of years with their writing staff and their artists bench, where people have been leaving in record numbers due to, initiatives just like this. But I wonder if we'll kind of see that bleed over into the movie category, the MCU side of things. I know Kevin Feige has also talked in previous appearances about how he would like to do a Miss Marvel movie, being the one with Camilla Khan. I have no issue with that. I really don't. She is a fan favorite. It kind of makes sense to do it, but I kind of read between the lines and I see where he's kind of leapfrogging over the whole Carol Danvers Captain Marvel side of things. This is more of a jumping off point to appease Marvel Comics proper, and just kind of get to the Miss Marvel side of things. I don't feel like Feige is a fool. I feel like that's probably a very smart move, seeing as how your whole purpose in life right now is to sell movies. That's what you do, and judging by the box office haul of the MCU thus far, you're very successful at it. But again, I feel like we are going to kind of have this bleed over effect between Marvel Comics proper and the MCU. And I really, 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 really hope that it does not happen. Marvel Comics has already proven that their initiatives don't necessarily work. They don't necessarily jive with comic book fans. And so, if you alienate the larger population of the MCU by doing a lot of the same things, it's going to run into another 0 hour for Marvel, where Disney's going to want to sell them again and move on, or keep what they can and sell the rest, and just kind of move on. So, you know, that's my take on it, guys. Go ahead and leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think this is a good thing or a bad thing for the MCU coming up in Phase 4, as well as some of your predictions for Avengers 4. Who returns, who stays dead, all that kind of good stuff. Just go ahead, leave it down below, and until next time, have a good one.